mean, yeah,
It literally happens the way we want it.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Okay, we went over this at one point.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why?
Because...
What a terrible answer with zero back information. You backed up nothing there. Yes, because...
Okay, there's bread.
Okay.
It's in bun shape, which is fine. It can be any shape because it's bread. And there's something inside. That's
anything can be inside.
No, you can't have dirt inside of it.
Whoa, dirt inside of bread is a dirt sandwich.
That's
and that is 100% a thing. Dude, come on. 100% could be.
It's not a thing.
It's a dirt sandwich.
It has to be something edible inside.
Like, so you mean by...
Like a hot dog.
like edible in the sense of something someone would normally eat.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. Like, people make egg salad sandwiches.
Yeah, sure. That counts.
Yeah, I mean, that
obviously.
counts more so than
there's sandwich in its
That counts
name.
less than a hot dog would. Like, that's how a hot dog's a sandwich.
Why? Because egg?
No, it's just...
Because it's nasty?
It's more common. Hot dog would be.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
I mean,
What's the most common food?
Wait, is a burger... A burger would be a sandwich.
Burger's a sandwich, yeah. It's,
100%, yeah.
It's even recognized as a sandwich, like,
most
on
of the
menus.
time.
Sometimes,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. As like a sandwich.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, hot dog.
So, like, why does the hot dog get the short end of the stick? Why is it that burgers are legitimately like that's obvious?
A different shape.
But then when it comes, it's the shape.
People judge
What about a
shapes and sizes
sub?
all the time.
What about a sub? A sub is the same shape as a hot dog, arguably.
I mean, kind of.
You know,
in a way, but it's not. It's not.
But you know how
it's not eaten like that. It's eaten with a
is that what it comes
with
down
the
to?
Top open, and the ingredients all on the top.
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean? Like
that's
it's a
true.
different.
Let me ask you
style.
this: how do you bite your hot dogs? Do you bite them like a taco, or do you bite them?
I go double bite, taco twice, top bottom. So I get the toppings and then the bottom.
Now, are you a double biter in the sense that like you're biting and then you are you saying like you go bite,
bite,
or are you saying bite, chew, swallow,
imagine
and then
a hot
bite?
dog in your hands. If you were holding your hand up, you know, I go top bite, bottom bite immediately.
And you're eating it like a taco.
Yep.
Okay. So I always ate it like a taco growing up. And then once like my first run-in with like something falling off when I held it like a taco, because you know you hold it like a taco, you have a little bit less balance. Maybe something falls off. Maybe a little piece of cheese falls off. You get mad at yourself, right?
If you are a beginner taco eater.
Or hot dog eater. So then I tried just the straight up and down. It's pretty good.
No.
It is pretty good.
It's a rookie move.
The only downside is there's something about the taco bite that gets both bun sides in your mouth. Whereas if you do the up and down bite,
you get dog in your mouth.
Kind of, yes. You get just the wiener.
Not what I want. It's not what I want. I want taco over wiener any day of the week.
Whoa, taco?
Yeah, we were talking about taco bite. I want the taco bite over wiener bite any day of the week. That's just the truth. I would prefer that. The breading, yeah?
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Okay. I mean, with this, I've also heard, you know, is milk a salad?
Milk or cereal?
Cereal. You gotta have cereal to make the salad.
I knew where you were going with
argue that milk is a dressing.
So I've heard the whole cereal soup thing.
Yep.
Which is fine because there are cold soups.
There are cold soups.
So where do we draw the line? You know? So I think that technically applies. So the salad thing, I don't know about that because you know what people aren't doing with their salads? They're not drowning their veggies with dressing. Your veggies aren't floating on the dressing. Your dressing is...
It's the submerge is
I think that's it. I think that's what it is. So I think that's where we draw the line. We say no.
So hold on. But you'd consider
cereal soup? Yeah. Technically. If you look up the definition of soup right now, it's probably going to say something like...
So where I'm going to disagree with you is I feel like a soup has to have savory. I don't know of a sweet, non-savory soup.
That's a good point.
It's a true soup, like that we've called a soup our entire lives. Is there honestly a soup?
What about like split pea soup?
Yeah, split pea is a vegetable, no?
It is.
So therefore, I mean, that's not.
But I've never had it, so I don't even know what I'm talking about, really. But like,
either.
is it very savory, or is it kind of just like, bleh, you know?
Either way,
maybe the line's drawn when there's just obvious artificial flavors and sugar in it.
Yeah, I don't. I think it has to be savory.
Yeah.
I mean, I have never heard of any type of soup that is not savory.
True, but a lot of soups are born from a cream base. Is milk not arguably kind of like cream?
I mean, you have a valid argument. You have a valid argument, but I would still say no, soup is not a cereal.
Okay.
As much as I want to say it is, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
All right. Is pizza a type of toast?
Okay. This one's serious.
And the moment when you fold it into, like, you know, some people fold it.
Are you a folder?
I'm not a folder, but you know how some people fold it?
If it's flappy enough, I'll fold.
Does that become a sandwich?
Oh, goodness me. So... because like you can't, like, what if you have a hot dog and you roll it up into the shape of sushi? It's like, oh, is this sushi now? I rolled it up. It's like, no, calm down. So I the whole sandwich part of the pizza, wrong. No way. What was the other one though? The original one you said? Oh, is it technically toast?
Toast.
I want to say no. And the reason I want to say no is because I feel like almost all toast starts with just that bread, right? Just you toast that bread. Then maybe you add stuff on. You can add stuff onto that toast after it's been toasted. Whereas a pizza, you're not making a round sheet of pizza dough. You're not putting that in the oven and then taking it out and then adding the toppings. You see what I'm saying? You're not dressing it after it's baked. I feel like since it's all baked together, that's what makes it its own separate thing, since you're not topping it technically. You see what I'm saying?
I also think a microwave has to be used for toast.
You mean a toaster?
Or toaster.
You're messing on it.
Toaster. Well, microwave oven works.
That's true, but also like
and broil mode.
If you watch like, you know, people make stuff, they'll toast on just like a frying pan.
Oh, you're right. You can use anything for it. That really throws it for a loop, because then you could argue that maybe it is.
Right. People make pizza in frying pans as well. Deep dish.
I mean, okay, to go along these lines, not quite this line, is a burrito a sandwich? It is enclosed in what would therefore be bread. So is a burrito a form of sandwich?
Oh, goodness.
Like a wrap? A wrap is in the sandwich section. So would a wrap / burrito not be a type of sandwich?
So this is my thing with the whole sandwich thing. I think at resting state, there has to be an opening. At resting state with a burrito, there's no opening. It's closed off on both ends. Once you bite it, then there's an opening, right? But with all sandwiches, and prove me wrong if I'm not thinking of a certain type of sandwich, but with all sandwiches...
A panini. No.
Nah.
Still works.
It's not sealed shut.
Okay, I got you. Well, what about a pita sandwich, like a pita bread?
There's an opening.
There's now an opening, and that is considered a sandwich.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's a sandwich. Oh, is it though?
Yeah.
Do you think it is?
Yeah, 100%. So therefore, I would argue that is an invalid argument from
that's fine, because it's a sandwich because there is an opening. That's good. But what I'm saying, a burrito doesn't have an opening, so it's not a sandwich.
The moment you take a bite of it.
The moment you take a bite of it, but that's what I'm saying. At resting state, once it's made and it's just sitting there, before it's been altered by your mouth, that's when you judge whether or not it's a sandwich. And I think since a burrito has no opening, it's sealed shut. It's not a sandwich.
So a wrap's not a sandwich either?
No.
Even though it's in the sandwich section.
Yeah, it is in the sandwich section. I think it's in the sandwich section.
Did you see that menu that had the like little section on the bottom right that said "My girlfriend's not hungry, $4.50"?
No, but you told me about it. Elaborate.
So I said.
So I go into a restaurant,
and your girlfriend says, "Yeah, I'm not really hungry."
And
that's
on the menu.
Order? And then they would, the boyfriend would probably say yes.
What's part of the thing?
And the order is more fries on my plate, mozzarella sticks on my plate, and some chicken wings on my plate. And I thought about it, and I was like, that's kind of like a great idea on the restaurant part.
That's actually hilarious, yeah.
They're going to gain $4.50. But I think it's also a selling point. I think it's funny. And I think people would like to do it just because. Take pictures and Instagram, Twitter it up, Yep. But honestly, I think it's a good idea.
Also, when you think about it, though, so the mozzarella sticks and the chicken wings, obviously add-ons. But if you go anywhere at a place where you're getting a burger and fries, barring fast food places, if you say, "Can I get extra?" they'll give it to you and they won't charge you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll just do it.
Really?
Yeah. If you say, "Can I get a little bit of extra fries on the side?" they'll just give it to you. They might charge you. I don't know. I know it's been done and they don't. But if they do charge you, I'm guessing it's gonna be like $1.
I mean, fries are so cheap to make. It would make sense to make the customer happy in that sense.
Yeah. Just load them up.
But I mean, I think it's kind of a clever idea.
It's hilarious. I kind of like it.
I mean, do you think you have to order it in that way? My girlfriend's not hungry. You know what that means, sir?
No, I don't think you have to be discreet about it. Well, you can if you want to play along. But you can also just be like, "Yeah, can I get this, and then I'd like your nice little funny girlfriend's not hungry as well."
I was having a conversation with like my brother and a couple other people, And one of the most shocking things, and like the last couple of days to me has been the amount of people who don't want the women to win the World Cup.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with this.
So simply, I mean, game one, they scored like 13 goals. I don't want to be completely off, but I'm pretty sure that's the exact number.
Yeah.
And at one point, they just kept celebrating after every goal like it was the most important goal in the World Cup, right? And it was clear, like Thailand's like, not to be rude to Thailand, but they're just not good. Thailand is who they played. They just aren't near the same level of quality. It was like it would be equivalent to like Alabama playing a high school football team.
Right.
Like that's a pretty good. I mean, it's not going to happen. Would Alabama celebrate after their 6th touchdown? I like to think they probably would just be like, "We're going to call off the dogs, put backups in, and do nothing."
Okay.
And in women's soccer, you can only substitute 4, so you can't really throw in all your backups, but you can throw in 4 backups. But still, even then, it's like, at what point do you score a goal and not go bonkers?
Right.
And at one point, one of the women scored 5 goals, which is incredible. Stupid. It probably is the record in a World Cup game.
Yeah.
And she counted at their bench how many goals she had.
Right.
And it kind of got a little
bit of a
like
taunt.
some news, like some bad news. Well,
Yeah.
and tonight, they won today,
Yeah, 2-1.
and they were playing England, and someone scored a goal, and they acted like they were sipping tea.
Sipping tea, yeah.
And now everyone's kind of getting on like the...
I don't know why.
Screw.
I don't agree with it.
Don't agree with what?
So, everybody getting on the bandwagon of like, I kind of want to see them lose now because they're kind of assholes. I don't agree with it because it's not consistent. There are a lot of assholes in every single sport where situations like that arise, and just because it was such a beatdown and maybe in a little bit of more of an unfamiliar sport, I feel like that's why all of a sudden there's flack. And they're women, to be honest. That's why they're going to get some flack as well. But there are some absolute idiots in the NFL, NBA.
Yeah, but
it doesn't matter what the sport is.
Name one
and they'll
asshole who
taunt.
people love.
Huh?
Name an asshole who people love. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Those are the hated ones. Those are the ones that everyone kind of wants to see.
Yeah, but it's also not all of them. Like, what I'm saying is I don't agree with what Alex Morgan did. She doesn't need to go up to the bench and start counting to them like they're, little kids.
It's like Le'Veon Bell. Everyone rooted for Le'Veon Bell not to come back last year. They rooted for him to not ever play again because they were like, dude, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You're talking crap about your team. You're too busy rapping, and you don't want to play for more money than you're making now. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm all about you getting paid. Doing what you got to do to get paid and viewing your worth. But at some point, you got to look in the mirror and say, is it worth it?
So this is how I see it. I think there's obviously, like I said, I don't agree with the taunting in general. But like, let's say it was like more of a exhibition style match, or not exhibition, but just like a little bit of a more meaningless match. Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? Just stop. But they're in the middle of like a record-breaking run, and even if you just scored your 5th goal and you're up 13-1 or whatever the score may have been, you're gonna be amped. Yeah, don't go over there and start taunting, but like, you're gonna be amped.
I don't know. At some point, I like when people get brought down to earth.
I agree. Hey, so this is their 3rd final in a row. Did they win the previous 2? I know they won last year.
I don't know about previous.
I don't know.
I do know they won last year, and I know they're going to win this year according to everything because London was the hardest team. They beat them 2-1. They escaped England today 2-1, which was a little shocker, but I didn't think that would happen.
No, you didn't.
No,
I literally haven't caught any of it live so far still.
Me either.
I've only caught highlights.
I'd be lying if I said
I don't know when it's on
either. Yeah, I don't really know either. I'd be lying if I said I didn't either. Like, I don't really care or watch it that much.
Yeah, I watched last year, or the last time it was on.
What? Oh man, today's world's weird. Like, what is our music?
What do you mean?
Millennials, what is their music? Like, what do they like? What are the top 3 styles of music?
I mean, it's a mix.
Of what?
So there's that EDM stuff.
Okay, and that is absolutely horrendous.
I hate it.
EDM's horrendous. Like, I don't...
But
let's just stop there.
People love it.
No, hold on, but let's stop there. Not only do people love it, the clothing that they wear...
Oh, to raves?
...is so absurd.
So why is that a thing? Why is that a thing?
I don't know. I truly have no... Like, who was like, hey, listen...
So I think
we
it
should go to a
stems
music
from...
festival.
Oh, I have a great one for you. Well, you can continue. It has to do with raves, though.
Who goes to a music festival?
Yeah.
The very first one, and it was like, hey, listen,
Yeah.
I'm going to play music. I'm gonna drop some bass.
Yeah.
It's gonna be loud as shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hurt your eardrums.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give everyone they can have as much drugs as they want. I don't care.
Yeah.
They can have shroom up, baby.
Yeah, that's a very
You know what I
common
mean? Like,
thing in
take
raves.
some,
Yes.
take some whatever
Yes.
you want, right? And then you're gonna listen to my crazy music.
Yes.
And I also, not to add in, I also want you to dress as absolutely terrible as possible.
I
want
put as little as on as you can, and whatever
on,
that is on, it's got to be in neon colors. There's
it
got to
has
be
to be
fishnetting
and
somewhere
I need,
because that's also a
fishnetting, and I
thing.
need tassels.
I need tassels.
you don't
often pigtails. All of a sudden, you're at a rave. Your hair has to be split in pigtails.
I don't want you to be showing, but I want you to be shown.
Oh
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And
there's
then,
some jiggling and some wiggling going on.
and it's just terrible.
So, did you know that there are people at these raves that go to the raves and they don't really even like enjoy it in the same way that like a normal consumer would? They do things with their hands. they like.
I have so many. train of
there's
thought
this there's this thing called gloving. Okay, that's what it's called, and the reason I know it's called that is because one of my brother's best friends in high school, now growing up a little bit, that's one of his favorite things to do. He goes to raves. He puts on these like gloves where they're connected via battery somehow, and they have like neon like at the end, and like you literally like start waving your hands like you're a Jedi.
It's weird because I know. I'm sad. I know exactly what you're talking about,
and
I wish
you
I didn't.
literally do it. And for people that request, hey, can you give me a glove show right now? And they just like look at you because I'm thinking they're high off whatever, and the lights are nice, right?
I'm just happy it was that and not something else.
Oh, you didn't like when I said gloving?
No, I didn't like.
When I said did things with their hands.
Did things with their hands. It's called gloving, and we just got done talking about people wearing no clothing. It just my head went in a bad spot, and you brought it back to normal.
Oh, I didn't get it normal. I didn't get it normal.
You brought it back to just weird, but not bad.
Not inappropriate.
Yeah. And I'm happy to hear that. But just I think raves are the worst.
So EDM's one. You asked me what the music was. What was the question? What's the top three?
The top three music of our generation, our genre. Like, what are the three genres?
That's tough because it depends on where you're at. Because obviously I'm not going to say country, but like it's country for a lot of people, I'm sure. You know?
But is country anymore? Like, it's not the same. Like the
No,
newer artists are that same style, like Kane Brown.
Yeah,
because they're a little bit different.
Is it
they're
poppy?
adapting.
Is that what
they're
it is?
adapting to more pop style.
Right.
Like he has a
Even
song
some rap.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's some.
Well,
rap
that's what I'm saying. I don't think
country
it can be
songs now.
considered rap anymore.
Oh,
like,
I'm talking about country into rap.
Post Malone is not a rapper.
No, but he's called that.
But he's called it. But he's not a rapper.
No.
You know what I mean? Like that's not his.
It's not. Yeah.
That's not what he is. You know what I mean? It's just not.
Style
I would argue Russ is probably is not a rapper, but is
I would agree.
much closer. But
Closer
he's not really
than Post
rapper.
Malone, but I would agree.
You know what I mean? Like those are two huge figures now
Yeah.
when it comes to the music industry, and they're not rappers.
No.
And so, like, I don't know what you call that genre. That's what I'm saying. The genres are adapting to this weird.
I feel like it's rap, R&B, and pop at the same time.
Anything that is a catchy beat.
What's the difference between pop and hip hop?
Usually pop, I believe, is more like singing, like a Ariana Grande.
Okay.
And hip hop is like that rap style,
is like half
Run
and half.
DMC, you know, like things like that. You know, I mean,
okay.
like it's crazy beats, but you're also rapping.
Okay.
You know, I think that's when it comes to my head, that's what I think is the difference.
So I would say EDM.
So sad. The fact that is
Rap.
in my generation
Rap's
makes
gotta be
me
one.
sad.
I agree. I don't know the actual, I'm not saying EDM's first or whatever, but I say EDM's one of them. Rap is definitely one of them because there are so many, like, public figures when it comes to rappers that are bigger than, like, anyone's ever been, you know? It, like, Drake, people like Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, I feel like those names are, like, household names to a point where, like, people might know those names and not know. Like, my dad probably knows who Drake is. No idea what he does.
Oh.
Like, he probably knows that he's in some way an entertainer / singer. No idea how he sings.
Do more people know who Drake is than Kobe?
No, I don't think so.
I think Kobe's more well known than Drake.
Yeah.
I would argue against that.
Really?
I'd say more people probably know who Drake is.
That's, you might be right because music might
I
just
would
be
say
a
more
wider
people
array.
might know even
touch more
like
people.
Nicki Minaj over Kobe.
What? You think?
Wow.
But just the word Kobe.
It is a big name.
You know? But Drake is too.
Drake is. I definitely.
Like,
Drake
okay,
is
so this may answer the question. I feel like if you took somebody off the street and you said, it would take you longer to find somebody that said, no, I don't know who Drake is, versus someone that would say, no, I don't know, like, who you mean when you say Kobe.
Is Drake the number one name that is known in the music industry, or is Kanye? I feel like Kanye's bigger than Drake.
You think?
Still.
He does,
especially with the Kardashians.
That's what I was about to say. He gets
on
whatever that's called, pop culture or whatever. He's very in the news, all of that crap. You know.
I mean, if Kardashians is news, then yes.
Yeah, I don't know how to call it or what to say, but
terrible, terrible crap is what you call it.
There's a name for it. It's called, like, you know, crap. Maybe that's it.
I think crap is the official term of what watching the Kardashian things would be like. Like, I don't feel like that would be fun. Danielle watches it, and I can't.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's kind of like that crap TV, and you know it's bad. You know it's garbage, but it's just kind of entertaining. I don't know why. Sometimes the worst stuff is the most entertaining.
I mean, it can be. Like The Bachelor or Bachelorette. Because
I agree. But I'm one of those, like, white noise type people where it's like sometimes just something that, like, you know, you have the peace of mind of knowing you don't have to pay attention that much to.
Yeah, and it's just like you got to kind of get lost and just not care.
Exactly.
And you can talk about how bad it is.
Exactly.
And still watch it.
You have it on, not pay attention for 45 minutes straight, pay attention after that, and still know what's up. Nothing changed, you know? Hey, you like Coke or Pepsi better?
Oh, 100% Coke.
So tell me
why. Taste?
So it really does taste better to you?
I mean, I'm not a dark soda fan other than root beer, though.
Oh, you're not a cola guy?
No, like a Sprite or Sierra Mist. Like, I'll take a Sprite. I think it's a little bit better.
Really? Yeah, I'm a cola guy.
You're a cola guy?
Yeah. What I will say is...
Your kind would be a cola guy.
What does that mean?
You're just...
Is that a racist thing?
Not at all. You're just... I don't know. You're different, man. You'd be a cola guy.
I don't think...
You'd be a cola guy.
So you think...
You're like a cola grape soda guy.
Oh, grapes... Do you like grape soda?
No.
Oh, grape soda is great.
Like, that is what you would enjoy.
It's so good. If I'm at the beach, I'll tell you this.
The guy
if
who
I'm
likes
at the beach,
black licorice, like, that's you.
Yep.
You're that weird
Great.
person.
I'll tell you this. If there was a banana-flavored soda, that's all I need.
See, but that's
all I
my
need from
point.
here on out, soda-wise.
It makes sense for someone like you to like all those things. And I'll just leave it as that.
Cool, it's a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment.
I wouldn't necessarily do that. I just, in general, that is 100%.
Root beer is
something
good, though.
you'd like. Root beer's amazing.
Root beer's very good.
Hold on. Name the best root beer.
A&W root beer is the best root beer.
In a mug.
As well as A&W cream soda being the best cream soda. Because there's also different brands of that. But behind that, you got to go with... I can't remember if I like Mug or Bargs better. I think I like Mug better.
Mug's better.
That's good, right? Bargs is kind of whatevs. It's a little weak. But they're all not even close to A&W soda or root beer. Yeah, you put that in one of those frosty mugs. Let me ask you this. Are you a fan of root beer floats?
100%.
You are? They're too much for me.
Like, you don't like them?
It's kind of like a Pizookie. Like, if we have a Pizookie, I'm taking 2, maybe 3 bites, maybe 4 if I'm like.
See, that's
really
where you're crazy.
And then I'm out, dude.
I'm gonna be real with you.
If you were to put that size fresh, like, baked cookie that wasn't as like like soft and gooey, but like it was fully done, I could eat 3 or 4 of those. But the fact that it's warm, gooey, and like more rich because it's warm that way, obviously with the ice cream on top too.
I'm telling you right now, I don't know what the number of Pizookies I could eat if I was.
We're talking about full size Pizookies, not the small ones.
Yeah, I'm talking about full size. Like
you could eat a whole one.
Multiple, 100%.
Wow.
Without a doubt. Oh, 100%.
Like in one, you're not hurting yourself doing it. It's easy.
I'm saying, like, if I didn't eat dinner there, or I had something small, like just order some wings or something. You know what I mean? Just add some fries.
Yeah. And
it was how many Pizookies could you eat? And I don't know what that number would be. They're so good. There's always room for dessert. That's true. Extra room for Pizookies and dessert.
Man, they are good though.
I'll tell you this right now, and this may sound absolutely crazy. I know for a fact I could get at least 5.
You're full.
No, I am dead
You
serious.
can't.
100%.
5?
5.
Honestly, 5 scoops of ice cream isn't like that. That's.
Hey, easy.
Can you,
Ice cream is.
when you go there, can you request a different ice cream, or do they only have vanilla?
I don't know that answer.
I feel like we should try that next time. Because vanilla ice cream's best.
All I'm saying is I could eat 5. And the reason why is it's not too sweet for me. Like cheesecake, too sweet. I could not eat 5.
Right. Oh, okay. So
there are some types.
So there
of
is something that does that for you.
Oh, like a nice, a hefty chocolate cake.
Yeah,
Too
that's
sweet for me.
good.
It's good, but too sweet for me. But
Yeah.
for some reason, when it comes to cookies and ice cream, that's not too sweet for me. Like that is just delicious, hands down, absolutely. Like,
Yeah, I think it really comes down to the bake of the cookie. If the cookie was like fully done, let's say it was fully done and also kind of like room temp instead of melty,
Okay.
then I might be in your game. I might be looking at like 3.
Okay, you know, like those cookie sandwiches you buy at the Blue Bunny,
Oh yeah, so good.
the Nestle ones.
Yeah,
Like I could,
Toll House.
Yeah, Toll House, and you know how they come with the cookie ones.
yeah,
There's an infinite amount of those I could eat.
yeah.
Like my body doesn't just.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So all of a sudden I'm in the game on those. When
Yeah.
I'm not. I
You're
think it's
on the
because
other
it's
ones.
warm. It's warm. It throws me off. Yeah,
That's
if
weird.
it's all cold
I'm
like
telling
that.
you right now, I don't know.
You ever have those ones that you're talking about though? But like when you get them at a stadium, they're bigger
And they're better.
and they're way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's-
it's just because you're at a stadium. It just feels bigger.
No. But it's actually bigger.
Are you sure?
I'm actually it may be one of those things because the last time I had one I was a kid.
Yeah. It
So
was
maybe
just-
in my head it's
in
bigger.
your head.
Yeah,
you just
maybe I'm
remember it.
just yeah.
But I'm telling you, there are some things in this world that don't register as me getting full, like pizza.
Oh, you can get full of pizza.
Yeah, but you can just keep consuming it.
But once again with the whole temperature thing, let's say you have some leftover pizza, like a lot. You had a party, you have a lot of leftover pizza. I can crush 6 pieces without even blinking if it's cold.
What I'll tell you right now,
But if it's hot, 6 pieces, it's like whoa, that was
Hold on.
a lot.
when I go to eat pizza and I stuff myself with pizza,
Yeah.
I don't stop
You hate
eating because
yourself?
I'm like, oh, I'm getting full. I stop because I'm like, not only am I full, but I ate a couple pieces past full. And
Yeah,
know
I do
could
that
still,
too.
And I know I could still keep going.
Yeah.
But I just know I shouldn't. If I just said screw that barrier and I just went for it, I don't know when I would stop on pizza. Pizza tastes too good all the time.
What kind of crust guy are you?
Don't care.
Doesn't matter.
I prefer non-deep dish because it's just too much.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about deep dish, but like rising crust, like where it gets like really poofy.
Whatever's
Are you a
fine.
throw the crust back in the box kind of guy and like let's get to the goods, or are you eating the whole slice every single time?
I usually eat the slice 98% of the time.
Yeah, I do too. The whole thing.
Every once
If
in a while
I
I'll
get
throw
like
into Royce.
really deep into the amount of slices, I'll start ditching the crust because it's like
Every once in a while I'll start ditching the crust for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm a crust guy.
Yeah.
There's room for crust in me.
the best thing is like I don't know how places still do the thing where the crust is plain. Like how you go to some places and like they throw a little butter and like garlic on it.
Yeah, they throw
Do that every
some
time.
seasonings on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, because it makes the crust way better.
I 100% agree. It's not even close.
Yeah.
But it's like pizza's the one food, like is one of the foods. I mean, tacos, like taco meat, I could just eat the shit out of some taco meat.
Constantly.
I mean, probably much less than pizza.
Yeah.
Cereal, oh my, I could eat so much
Cereal's
cereal.
great.
Cereal is
Cereal
the best
also
food.
is not
One of the best
for morning time.
Cereal for any time. Just like pizza. And ice cream and cookies. Anytime.
All foods anytime. That's what you're getting at.
Pretty much. If it
there's
tastes
something
good,
about
it can.
cereal. Like some cereals that aren't too sugary, those are for morning time. But like, I'm not pouring a bowl of Lucky Charms when it's morning time. I'm not 9 anymore.
No,
and
but
that
let's be
doesn't
real.
faze
Right
me.
before
That's
bed,
gross.
tell me a bowl of cereal is not like
Oh, it's one of the best things.
in the world.
It gives you the best feeling in your stomach. So I love going to bed when I'm like kind of full. You feel satisfied.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have a nice like bowl full of cereal and milk.
And I'm a little disappointed you chose Lucky Charms of all cereals to say.
Because it's already not that good to me.
Oh,
That's
okay,
why
yeah,
I
Lucky
said it.
Charms are
Yeah, they're whatevs.
You gotta go for the good shit. What's the number one cereal? It's gotta be Captain Crunch. And I know that that's so broad because there's multiple Captain Crunches.
Yeah.
But for like me, like peanut butter peanut butter's amazing.
Yeah.
Crunch berries
Oh,
are
there's so
amazing.
many.
Just a regular Captain Crunch, the old school.
That's if I was to go to one
those
of them,
are
it would be that one,
awesome.
the regular Captain
The
Crunch.
Fruity Pebbles are money.
Fruity Pebbles is so good. You also have
Cocoa
like
Pebbles are money.
oh, have you ever had Waffle Crisp?
No.
It's so good, dude. It's so mapley and good. Honeycomb's great.
Honeycombs are
Cocoa
good.
Puffs really
Puffs
good.
are good. Marshmallow Mateys. Fire.
Or Lucky Charms.
No, Lucky Charms are different than Marshmallow Mateys.
Oh, you prefer Marshmallow Mateys over Lucky Charms?
Yeah, Lucky Charms are a little too much like they're too strong.
I will agree with that. There's something about marshmallow maze.
Marshmallow maze are simple. Just,
Yes.
I don't know.
They're a little
about
toned back.
Yeah, and that's
they're not
good.
as sweet.
And I like that about it.
I think actually you're right. I think I'm on board with
Oh, Honey Nut Cheerios, can't forget. I could down.
Yeah,
some
I went
Honey Nut
too
Cheerios.
hard with those like in the past that it's not that good to me anymore. What about regular Cheerios? Did you ever put regular Cheerios?
Not
and
a
then,
regular
like, a little bit
Cheerios
of
guy.
sugar on top?
Oh, if you add sugar on top, then it's good.
Well, you know the best part about doing that is when you like do a little bit of sugar and then you like kind of stir it up and the sugar falls to the bottom.
And then you have to eat
And
the
then
sugar
you eat
at
the
the
sugar
end.
off the not the end, but like you scoop it. You scoop the bottom with the scoop
Yeah.
of cereal, so you kind of get like some sugar on the end of the spoon. That's really good for some reason.
That is really good,
Probably
but
'cause
I
it's just
still would
sugar.
prefer just Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah,
Like if someone was like, "Hey, you want a shit ton of sugar
Yeah.
and Cheerios,
yeah.
or do you want Honey Nut Cheerios?" Like, Honey Nut Cheerios all day.
What about like some underrated oldies like Frosted Flakes or
Rice Krispie
frosted
treats,
shredded,
shit like
shredded
that.
wheat?
Nah,
Not
they're
into the
okay.
shredded wheats.
No, I mean shredded wheats are okay. Like frosted
Yeah.
shredded wheats are okay. But the problem is there's too much wheat to too little frost.
What I was gonna say is, you know how Captain Crunch came out with that one where it was all berries? Why has Frosted the Frosted Mini Wheats not come out with one where
it's all
frosted? Slather
Oh.
the frost on both sides. Is that hard?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Would that not be
if it was
just a
full
massive
coverage?
hit?
If it was full coverage, that'd be great
Do you
cereal.
remember the peanut butter ones we had?
Reese's?
No, the ones that were I don't know. They were the wheats,
Which are wildly
and they were
overrated.
like they had like the chocolatey.
Oh,
wheats,
they
and
were
then had
called
peanut butter
Crave.
crusted,
Called Crave, yeah, where they
and
were
they were
filled.
freaking awesome.
Were they peanut butter? Or we got peanut butter and we got chocolate ones.
Yeah,
they
were
It
good.
kind of looked like a miniature shredded wheat in terms of the shape, but it was really just like a normal puff.
And they were delicious.
It was filled with like a little bit of chocolate inside, and it was like decent chocolate. It wasn't
It
like
was
crap.
good.
Yeah.
It was good. I'd
Those,
get them again.
those were good. They were rich.
They definitely needed they had a little oomph in them for
Yeah.
sure.
But yeah, cereal is one of the best foods for sure.
I mean, is there a better food than pizza though?
Pizza's great. I mean, a nice burger and fries is good.
Oh, burger and fries.
I think we're just hungry.
You know how bad I want one?
How bad?
I want one pretty bad.
Tell me how bad.
I mean, we've been eating healthy for over a week now.
Would you? Let me ask you this. Go ahead. Continue.
No, I
I
mean,
don't
go
want to cut
ahead.
you off. I don't want to cut you off.
I mean, we've been eating healthy for a week,
Yeah.
and I see pizza on the phone, and random shit that pops up on ads, and I just want it. That's all.
I know. I was listening to someone. Obviously, like you said, we've been like pretty strict with what we eaten for like the past week and a half, like you said. And I mean like really strict. Like there's been absolutely zero slip ups. Not like one of those classic things where it's like, yeah, we're eating well for the past like couple weeks, but like every once in a while, you know, you have a little something. Like we have not had a little something in these last week and a half. But I was like listening to what somebody else said about how like once you're like doing that for a while, then all of a sudden stuff that like normally doesn't sound that good to you, all of a sudden you crave.
Those are what I call psychos.
What do you mean?
Those are freaks.
What do you mean?
At no point, no matter how long I eat healthy,
Yeah.
will pizza not sound good.
No, I'm not saying pizza is the example. I was about to give you an example for me.
Oh.
So normally I'm not too into peanut butter. It's kind of what Ev's to me. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich is okay. Like peanut butter on, that's about it. Like I'm not really gonna put peanut butter anywhere else. Like you're a peanut butter on pancakes kind of guy. I'm definitely not that kind of guy.
Yeah, you're crazy for that. I
But
get it.
anyway, ever since we started this thing, now all of a sudden peanut butter sounds like a lot better.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
How good are
I'm
my
not even that big of a peanut butter fan.
how good are my Chips Ahoy cookies with peanut butter in them?
Yeah, see, that sounds good. And normally whenever we have Chips Ahoy cookies, I'm like, no, F the peanut butter. I just eat them
I
straight.
mean, I don't have them that
Dip
often.
it in some, no, I know. But dip in some milk.
It sounds so good.
Let them get that perfect, like,
Soft,
kind of soft crunch.
but still crunchy.
Uh-huh.
That's all I want.
I
Like,
know.
life just needs to just feed me that, and I would be a happy, happy man.
Yeah.
It's so disheartening. All right, I got a good one.
Okay.
If you
Mm-hmm.
could have any 3 wishes,
Oh, this is great.
what are your 3 wishes you choose?
Wow. Are there any restrictions?
I mean, obviously, the simple one, you can't ask for more wishes.
Okay.
And you have to be specific.
Okay, so you can't be super general in your wishes or something like that.
Like, I can't remember. I can't remember some of the, like...
Like you can't wish for happiness because it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. You need to wish for particular things.
Okay.
Like, I want X, and that's why.
Okay, so in a broader sense, the three things I'm going to be thinking about is I'm going to immediately be thinking about money. I'm immediately going to be thinking
Does that mean money brings you happiness?
Well, you want to get to that now, or you want to hear my three?
I want to hear your three, but I think that means money is happiness. Kind of deep down.
Money is not happiness.
Money's 85% happiness.
Wait, what's the saying about money and happiness? Is it that it can't bring you it? Is that what it is? Or it's
money
it
can't buy
not
you.
it?
No, money can't buy you
money
happiness.
can't buy you happiness.
Which is false.
That's right. So it's true to a certain degree, but also false.
I don't know any person
I
you
feel
give
like
$1 million
money
to, they're not going to be happy. And not only will they not be happy, if they were in a bad, sad state, does that not really cheer them up in the sense that they're...
I think there's like a threshold. So imagine this. Imagine a little bit of money that doesn't do you jack squat, right? And then you increase that number gradually until instantly it becomes an amount of money where you're pumped about, right? I feel like if you keep increasing that amount, there would be an ideal amount that you could get that would be like peak happiness. And then if that money kept rising and rising and rising, that actual happiness might go down, or at least have a higher likelihood of going down. Like if you just had too much money. Imagine if you just had so much money that nothing, like literally you never had any worry. Nothing was ever an issue. Like I'm talking like you have like $20 billion or something like that. Like nothing is ever a concern for you ever financially.
You're right. If I had $20
it eliminates a
million,
little part of your life.
You're right. If I had $20 million, I'd be happy. But if I had $20 billion, I'd be pretty pissed.
No.
No, you psycho,
I thought you were about to agree with me.
Dude, if I had $20 billion,
what I mean is this.
And that, are you kidding me? That means with
but listen to me.
$1 billion.
Yes.
With $1 billion, I could spend for so much crap.
Yeah.
So much crap.
You wouldn't
with
have
$1 billion
to care about anything.
And that $19 billion could just sit there forever.
Oh,
and I
right,
could
right. You're saying
never
if you had
touch
20
it. And I could just spend $1 million freely for the rest of my life. And I would never, ever get past it.
But at some point, do you question, like, what am I doing?
No. Because
I think
you have $20 billion.
I think you do.
You know what you do?
I think there's something about the race for getting enough. There's something about living a life, working a job that maybe you don't like, or whatever it may be. Or maybe it's a job you love, and maybe you're making a very decent amount of money, but there's something about earning that money and going through the process that's going to help you. If you just had $1 billion right now and you were set to live your life, I'm not going to lie, you would be ecstatic, and you would be so happy for who knows how long. 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. But what I'm saying is you're going to hit a point where you're like, whoa, your life and your mindset as a person changes. I think it could.
I'll make you a deal. I'll take $1 billion. You take nothing. You work, and while you're at work, I'll go boating every day on my new yacht.
Okay.
And I'll hire a driver.
Okay.
Who also is a chef.
Okay.
And what he'll do is he'll drive me around on my boat.
Okay.
So I can inner tube. I can learn how to jet ski. I can just chill, and he'll also cook me a meal when I'm hungry. And we'll have great music and things going down. And then I'll come home at 5, roughly when you get here. I'll ask you how your day was, and I can guarantee you I would have a much better day.
Oh, you're gonna be a lot happier than me in the short term.
And in the long term.
And then there's going to be a breaking point.
And then in the long term, when I am so sad that I have to go on my yacht.
Let me ask you this. Was there not something rewarding about getting this house?
Sure.
And do you know why it was rewarding? Because it's like, hell yeah.
No, it was
you
rewarding.
You just did that.
It was rewarding.
You saved up, you got it,
no,
right?
You
did that. That's something you did. Now, if you had infinite money.
Yeah, but you did that. Infinite money doesn't just fall from the sky. You did something.
Okay. So you got a good point. But for the sake of the game, we're saying if it was given to you.
I mean,
now if you worked your way up to be a billionaire, a whole different ballgame. My opinion and everything that I just said completely changed because you did that to yourself.
Okay.
You did that for yourself.
Okay. So what are your 3 wishes?
Okay. So one's got to be money.
Yeah, you're gonna wish for a stupid amount of money.
Yeah, you're gonna wish for a stupid amount of money.
I want $1 trillion that is legal.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta say that. One's probably gonna be about health.
Health scares me because you can't wish for
immortality.
I wish that everyone I loved had excellent health for the next 200 years. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Too broad. Yeah.
I think one of the things is you can't wish for more time.
Yeah, you can't wish for more time.
You can't wish more
Can't
life.
You can't bring anything back. You know that.
Yeah, that's right.
already
You can't bring anything
expired.
back from the dead.
Yeah, that you can't do that. Yeah, I feel like so. I'd wish for money, stupid amount of money. I'd say I'd wish for health to a certain extent. You know, maybe I'd wish that. Oh, I actually a legitimate one that I would actually wish for. That's tough. I might wish that I was like good enough to be a professional tennis player or something like that. Like I wish I had those skills or something like that. I don't know if that crosses the line, like if that's something that can be done, but it's also kind of.
I wish I was the best tennis player in the world.
Maybe, but then it's also like, if you were, it'd be like wishing. I wish I could, play in the NFL and then I win every single Super Bowl until I die. It's like, okay, that's not fun. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
it's like you already know what's gonna happen. So I think if I said I wish I was good enough to like play professional tennis on the like ATP and like compete in every major tournament, but then not know my actual fate, not know my actual outcome, but just be able to compete and then still have the ability to like do what I want.
Draw.
Yeah, win, lose, go as far as I can or whatever. But just to have those skills to be able to do that'd be pretty sick.
I don't think you're wrong. I mean, those are good wishes. Obviously, health comes into play, like for me and my back.
Yeah.
And my family and just health issues. I would try to say I wish that myself and my entire family was healthy and had no previous injuries.
Right.
Or something just so simply we would have in everyday life.
Oh,
like
so
I
like
wouldn't golf
any
and
current things that you have to deal with right now that suck, those go away.
Yeah, they would just go away.
Sick.
And I'd just be healthy. Like, that'd be cool. Like, obviously, I would love a different body type.
Okay, that's a good one. But actually.
I don't know if I would waste a third wish on it.
I know, huh? Because it's like that is already something that is malleable by yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of. Not body type, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, you can alter yourself.
But I could alter myself. I could decide just to eat healthy. I guess I would. I guess I would say I want calories to mean nothing.
Oh my!
That might be a wish.
So like, you can eat whatever you want, and like whatever, but in your mind, whatever you want it.
It equates to what my body resting is.
Okay.
Yeah,
But would you want that? Because let's say you did wish that right now. That means your body would never change. Because if it's always at maintenance, unless you did like just so much cardio or something like that, then like you could never. You see what I'm saying? You could never eat under.
No, but I'm just sure. I would take this body for the rest of my life if it meant
you can eat whatever you want.
Whatever I wanted for the rest of my life.
Oh, wouldn't that be wild?
And never have to worry about it again. I'm 90 years old. I have the same body. I look damn good when I'm 90.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And I can eat whatever I want. Like, of course, I'd take that in a heartbeat. Maybe you give me a month that I go really, really hard for too, so I can try to slim down. Maybe get a couple extra muscles on my body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That way, after that month, it's just like, let's go. I never have to do this again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to go to the gym.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Imagine not having to go to the gym because your body never would change.
Right. I feel like that would be great if you already had like the body that you like. It would be optimal. Yeah, if you just had like the best body already, then it'd be like, yeah, can I just like stay this way and not have to work to make sure I stay this way? And then that would be best possible scenario.
You're probably not wrong. I think one go-to for people is always to wish for some type of intelligence.
Yeah. In what way?
I don't know. I think people just want to be smarter as a whole.
Yeah.
But to me, people use intelligence to get money.
I was just about to say that.
If I'm already wishing for money,
exactly. I was just about to say
that.
Ideally, you would wish you were more intelligent so that you could do probably more for the world to make yourself more money. But if you're already satisfying that, it's like, what do I care? I want to be smarter than my friends. It's like, oh.
I mean, yeah, those are my three.
Yeah.
It would be a shit ton of money. It would be number one. Because that would buy me 99% of the things that would allow me to be free and hang out and unstressed.
That would be.
Because I think that's the number one thing you'd want, is to not have to worry about anything.
Yes.
No stress, no worries.
No stress.
And I feel
Just
like,
the relief of
and
knowing
like I said, I know you
everything's
disagree,
okay.
but money takes away 99% of that.
And
then my
do you
second
think you'd
wish
ever
of
reach
health,
yeah, and then your
is the
third
other
was
1%.
what?
All my family just being healthy, and
Right.
that is the other 1%.
Oh, I see what you're
You
saying.
know what I'm saying? So I feel like I took out all worries and stress right there.
Yeah.
Because I already have enough money now with all that money that no one in my life has to worry about money again.
Right.
You know what I mean? So with that taken care of, I'm not worrying about anyone in my family. They're all healthy. They all have enough money. It's like, just get along now.
Right.
All you have to do is get along, and we all get along so well that it's like that's not a problem. And just like you and your family, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if they all had as much money as they could possibly want.
Yeah.
And didn't have to worry about
Oh,
work.
I'm trying to like imagine that right now, like what the first course of action would be. Like, what do you do in that situation? What are you doing right now if like you just like woke up, your brother, your sister, everybody in your family just check their bank accounts, and it's all just like 9 zeros or something like that.
If that happened,
and there's no mistakes.
And we called each other. And that's how much money we had.
Yeah.
I can promise you this, we would all live somewhat close to
So
each
are you
other.
guys all like beelining towards each other? Like there's a home hub, we're all going there right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I would too. I
there
feel
would be
like
a
that.
mutual
I would
spot.
immediately be back in California as soon as possible.
Oh, really?
Oh, as soon as possible.
Why
not
Cali?
to live there, but I'm just saying I have to go there see my parents. Like we're talking about what just happened, and we're making a game plan for the rest of our lives right here, right now.
Let's
if
say,
that happens,
hold on, this is a great question.
If that happened, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Your entire family, your immediate family, has $1 billion.
Yeah.
Where are you living? Where does your family all decide to live?
That's a great question.
Where's the place of choice?
So I know my parents love the coast.
Okay, what coast though? Oregon coast or Cali?
That's what I was just about to say. They love both. So they love like the Trinidad area. I don't know if that's by the coast, but I know that's a place that we used to always go before we went to this beach called Patrick's Point. That was like our favorite beach. I don't know.
This is you're talking about in California, right?
No, this is in Oregon. This is whenever we would visit my Nana and Papa in Chiloquin. There's a place called Trinidad.
Okay, I don't recall, but okay.
Yeah. And then we go to the beach. Anyway, they love that place, but they also love this new spot that they've been several times in California, in the Bay Area, near like the Santa Cruz, like Morro Bay area. But in reality, I don't know. I feel like they would choose one of those things. My dad would for sure, because I know he likes the cool weather. They could choose Oregon. They could, honestly. It'd be a toss-up. I mean, if we have $1 billion, they have homes in both, and they're going back and forth if they really want to.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Like, that would be what happened for sure. But I don't think there would be any reason for them to venture to the other side of the country. Definitely not a different country. I know that for a fact.
Gosh, but how cool would it be to live in, like, Dubai or something nuts?
It would. And you'd have a place there if you had $1 billion.
If you have $1 billion, you can have a place wherever you want.
Yeah. I've had a place in every Grand Slam city. You know, if we had $1 billion tomorrow when I woke up, guess who's going to Portland? PDX right now and finding the quickest trip to London. I
want to go watch Wimbledon right this moment.
Immediately. Actually, I'm not going to PDX. I'm doing research. I'm buying my own private jet or buying a flight.
No, you're buying that one flight thing where you get flights or whatever, and they're all like super nice private planes that all the athletes do.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like all the golfers do it. There's like an app that's like $10,000 a month or something crazy.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, and what they do is they get private flights wherever.
Yeah. It's just someone that's like basically on call for them. That's just like, where are we going?
It's like $10,000 a month or something crazy.
Yeah, do that.
Like that's what you do.
It'd be a long
Screw buying my own plane. I don't need that. I'll just be $10 a month. That's pennies.
That's pennies to you.
You know, like that's crazy to me.
Sick.
Like that's a different world. You know what I mean?
How much of that are you giving back though? So much.
Oh, you're like.
I'm going cross country trip. I'm going to like every elementary school that I possibly could. Just giving money to kids. Giving money to kids in high school.
See, that's where
funding
you're wrong.
Every sports program in like every high school possible.
I'm in Africa. I'm getting water.
Okay, that's
in
good.
places that don't have water.
That's a great
I
point.
think that's the number one
Way to put it into perspective there. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Did you see that video of that little boy rolling around in that warm water tub?
Yeah.
Like, you know how good your heart feels by seeing that?
Thrilled.
Like, he was so pumped. You know how bad that same moment, I was like, I want this little boy at my house right now. I want him to live here.
I know.
I want him to be able to go into that bathroom, and I want him to take a warm shower.
Clean.
30 times a day.
Clear bath,
as many times as you want, and I don't care. Rack up that water bill, homie. Yeah. And then I want you to come out here to the fridge. I want you to open it up and be like, what? I've never seen this before. And I want him just to go, hey, buddy, eat whatever you want. And then I want to go to the grocery store and say, pick out whatever you want.
Yeah.
Because we have all these little problems. Like, I whine about my weight. I whine about my back. You know, we whine about all this little shit in life. I whine about work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, all this little crap. And then they say the moment you go to a third world country,
it just puts it into perspective.
You no longer
like nothing matters.
No longer worry about the little shit because you're like, dude, it's nothing.
We have it so easy.
We have it so good and so easy. Like it's not. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's the same thing. You know.
It is.
Like, could you imagine witnessing that little boy jump in water, and it was so pumped. The greatest day of his life was the day he got warm water bath.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that ridiculous
Yeah.
that that's somewhere in this world?
Yeah, I know.
Like, you want to
How are there parts of the world...
Hey, listen, you want to know where I want my tax money to go?
There.
I'd rather it there than some of the shit it goes to now. You know what I mean?
It's just crazy how some parts of the world can be so advanced and some are not.
Some refuse to get help.
For sure.
Some don't advance because of other reasons, but yeah.
Whatever government they're
Governments,
not,
I mean,
not allowing.
You got stuff around you that inhibits it, you know?
Sure.
Like in Africa.
But also,
like
there are also
malaria?
places that are unadvanced or less advanced than we are, and they're fine with it.
Yeah, but like, what
That's
about
how it
like
is.
malaria? You know what I mean? Like,
What about it?
what is it? Some crazy amount, like half every other kid gets infected by it in Africa when they're growing
really?
up. And by the time they're 4, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
AIDS is ridiculous there.
Yeah.
Like, all that's so bad. You know what I mean?
That's horrible.
But yeah, we watched a video one time when I was growing up in school about a place in like Papua New Guinea area.
Mm-hmm.
It was a tribe that ate the same food every day, and so they would wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
They would go cut this type of tree down. They
Okay.
would cut the tree down. They like hollow it out. They use the insides to like churn it and blah blah blah, and like it made this like paper type meal, and that's all they ate every day.
Type meal. Yeah.
And if someone were to come to their island, they've had multiple like photographers try to come to their island.
Yeah.
If you come to the island, they've killed multiple people.
Whoa.
And there's just like this tribe. It's just out in the boondocks.
What in the
And
world?
if they see you, they'll kill you. They don't want anything to do with us. And all they do is the same thing every single day. And they eat the same
That's wild.
food.
What do
every
you
day.
think mentally they are in terms of the world?
What do you mean? They
Like,
don't
are
care.
they? So we are very.
Do they know what we do on a daily
Yes,
basis?
we're very aware of how just about every part of the world functions.
Oh,
Culturally,
man.
economically,
Do they even
socially.
know what
Do they
US
even
is?
like so when they see somebody that doesn't look like them? Is it the same that someone is it the same process that's going through their mind that maybe the process of someone's mind went through 300 years ago? You see what I'm saying?
Like
500 years
like
ago?
They look at us and they see a car and they're like,
Yes, they're like, what?
we're in the future.
Right. What's the first time they've ever seen a car? So they're like, oh, we got to murder this because we don't know what object that
we
is.
don't know what this is.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I feel like...
Is that an option?
I feel like it's like the caveman discovering fire thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Let's just go fucking bonkers because
Yes.
you see shit you've never seen before.
Yeah. What if it's like that?
I mean, it very well could be. I honestly have no idea.
If it is, I'm amazed.
I mean, dude, thinking about some of the world is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, just all of it in general.
Yeah.
Just the differences there are.
It can all. Yeah. It's all so different
Gosh, it's
and so similar.
incredible. It's so weird in every way, shape, or form. All right, last one. We'll end it on it, and this is a fun question.
Okay.
Could you pass fear factor?
No.
What would be
That
the
answer
holdup
is
for you?
easily no. So you know those food eating competitions?
Yeah.
Do you lose if you throw it up?
You can't throw up
You
or
can.
spit it out. You have to swallow it.
Yeah, I'm out. I lose
What?
because I
food-
guarantee you that I don't necessarily have a weak stomach, but like I won't be able to get myself to swallow some.
Can I have water immediately after?
Yeah, I think you.
If
Actually, I don't
get
know.
it with water, I could probably make it happen.
Just like gulp it.
Yeah.
But what if it's also the process of like chewing?
Don't care though.
What if it's like a tarantula the size of your hand?
I was just gonna say
that's like dead, but like still juicy.
There's only one thing that gets me that I wouldn't be able to do.
Spiders.
Spiders and snakes sitting inside of a pool with them crawling all over me is the one thing I could not do. And I'm telling you right now, if $1 million on the line, I'm doing it. And when I'm sitting in there, I'm bawling my eyes out like the biggest bitch possible.
Yeah.
And I promise you, I'm freaking out. I'm shaking. I'm crying. I'm in not a good state.
Yeah.
But I would probably try to do it for my partner. But
It'd have to be a heat of the moment thing.
Yeah.
I feel like closing your eyes would be essential.
I would ask them to chain me up because that would be that bad.
Really?
If they allowed you to be free, I would be like, no, I need you to like tie me down because I
Why?
want to do this. But I would
What happens if you're
fucking freak, man.
You're saying like if you went into like a pool with something, and then you literally just start flailing and going
Oh,
crazy.
I would try to kill everything.
What if it was a bathtub full of spiders? Like, I'm talking full to the brim.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Like, if you start sloshing around, there's spiders fling in everywhere.
Dude, I would freak out. That's what I'm telling you. That would be the one thing that would be
spider.
so hard.
I couldn't do spiders.
That's
snakes. I know I couldn't do either, but for some reason in my mind they're less gross. But I know if I was faced with a bathtub full of snakes, I'm not hopping in.
No, dude, something about it. That would be the hardest part for me. The people who can do that blow my mind. Like,
even like rats wouldn't be fun.
Oh my God, have you ever seen?
Can you imagine just nasty rats?
Gosh, what's that movie? Is it Fast and Furious where they put the rat on the dude's chest?
You know, it starts biting him.
And they put the bucket over it, and they start heating the top of it.
Yes.
And so they try to start clawing away from.
I don't think it's Fast and Furious because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I've never seen those movies. So that's either a common torture technique. No, it's in Game of Thrones. It's in Game of Thrones.
Don't tell me that. But it's also in something else. It is a common torture technique. Yeah, they put a mouse down there.
Yeah, and they just start lighting it up so that it starts to burrow. It literally it just starts eating through you.
Gosh, what a great technique! It's like Braveheart. Braveheart, the greatest torture technique that they have on there is they get like horses and stuff.
Yeah.
And all four of your limbs, and then just start pulling, so it dislocates all your sockets and all of your arms and legs.
That's horrible.
And you can't physically move because they're just pulling. They're wenching you apart.
Right.
I mean, it probably breaks every bone in your body, realistically.
My gosh, I couldn't even
if you had four
imagine
horses going the opposite ways, if you think about it, like all the pressure and all your bones, they would all dislocate. Like your back.
Probably.
Your back would open up.
Probably, yeah,
like
yeah.
It would just completely...
Your skin would
you'd
start
probably die.
Oh, you should, I'm guessing.
He'd probably die. In the movie, he doesn't die off of that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What, he's just a floppy being at that point?
Like, yeah, he's just on the ground, like, curled up in a ball, almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I know, crazy, right? Like, some of the old crazy torture techniques, like, are insane.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And that's what Fear Factor would be for me.
There's 3 different types of things on Fear Factor, right? It's like the eating stuff usually. It's the like
the crazy adventure
crap, and then there's the like
I crush that portion.
Yeah, those ones look fun. Okay. Where it's like you're like on like a car that's going like 90, and you have to like
and you have like
stand and like grab flags or something like that. That looks like so much fun.
You know you're not dying.
No.
You know you're good.
You're on TV.
You're safe.
Fine.
You're safe.
They got you.
Could you do what's the one they put you on? Survivor. Could you do Survivor?
Survivor, I want to say, like, would be out of all those whatever shows those are called. I don't know what they're called. Those types of shows, though, you know, like reality.
I got you.
Shows or whatever. That's the one I would want to do the most.
Oh, 100%. I feel like I'd crush it.
I do too.
The only thing I feel like I'd really, really struggle at is like the balancing ones.
Yeah, I agree. The balancing ones would be tough. I don't have a lot of. I don't have fantastic balance as it is, but also like my feet aren't obviously the best.
Like
They're
I don't
also
know.
a little large, so that doesn't bode well.
I've seen one where they like have to hold this big post up in the air.
Oh yes, and like the ball can't drop off it or something.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, that would be. I would lose immediately.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
I would lose me, but I would do really well in like the communication portion.
Yeah, I think I would too. I'm also more of a quieter person when it comes to like bigger settings, so I think I'd be able to fly under radars and just show out when it came to challenges. Yeah, but I know how to not become my own worst enemy and then force myself out because I could just shut my mouth.
I think I could play a pretty manipulative game without being that person.
You would play. That would be the type of game.
Did you ever see Russell?
When you say Russell, I think of Rupert. I don't know who Russell is off the top of my head.
Russell's considered one of the best players ever.
Oh, is he short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has like a beard.
He's kind of like a shot. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I'd play a Russell, but less. He
came back
open.
the next season, I want to say.
Yeah, but less open. Like that's who I would be. Like I would be like a guy that at the end of you'd be like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Like he played a great game.
Right.
That would be like my style.
Yeah, because that is a key part of the game. I'd be interested in knowing, like, out of all the past winners, what like the main part of their game style was, and if it was more of like the manipulative style play, or if it was more of like because the person that's the best at the challenges, that is the absolute best on the show that season, is usually not the winner, because the one time they mess up, they're out because it's known that they're the strongest person, you know. And then you get like someone that's like second or third best at like those challenges. That's the person that like wins immunity like during the last week when like it really matters, and they like seal their own fate of like getting into the top 3 or whatever. But I feel like at the end of most of those seasons recently, it's been more of players that play a more manipulative game that end up winning.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like isn't it like the council has to be?
Yeah, there's
like,
a jury
at the end.
Yeah, there's a jury. They all have the right to like just start asking you questions when it's the top three, and you basically just start talking about how your own resume and like what you've done. But also, a lot of the jury members get really personal.
Yeah, they like hold so many.
They hold so many grudges, and so it's like while you can't be that person that just gets by doing nothing. Obviously, because the jury's not going to want that. You also can't be the type of person that did something too cold, because then the jury's going to hate you for that. So it's tough to play that fine line. The main thing is they hate like lying or like the obvious lying and stuff like that. But it's like if I'm on that show and I'm trying to win, I'm lying every single second if I need to. I'm doing whatever it takes.
I agree, and I feel like
where are we at here?
we would do good. We're well over. We're good.
Great.